And here's some more of the Opea Ula Flask. With some police sirens in the background. But yeah, no, I got this idea from another YouTube channel. I will post a link to his channel. It's a pretty sweet concept, taking a 500 milliliter or larger lab flask and using it as a fish tank. The only downside is, you know, you can only put objects in here that will fit through the mouth of the flask. But ultimately, it's worth it. I see a lot of these Opea Ula fish tanks rather, where people will put them in traditional tanks, and I actually did that for like a month. But it doesn't work. You need the curved sides to give you that sort of weird lensing effect, which just makes the shrimp pop. I mean, you know, in a regular sort of cube aquarium, it's just like, hey, check out my aquarium full of ants. You know, it just doesn't have the same effect as this, I think. So if you're gonna get Opea Ula, definitely get a round container. Otherwise, you're just not gonna have that sort of magnification, which makes them way more fun to watch. I mean, the video doesn't really do it justice, because you can actually watch their sort of mannerisms and stuff really easily with this. And it makes it easier for them to swim. I mean, they just like swim in circles, you know, non-stop. Mostly clockwise, actually, strangely. I don't know why that is. You know, once in a while one will break away from the pack and go the other way, as you can just see right there, but generally it's just clockwise, non-stop. And then they'll sit in the middle and sort of graze on the algae. I also have 4 PPP, I think is what they're called, Nerites in here. I've got this one guy up here that doesn't like to sit in the water. I think he's actually a different subspecies. I was looking on this website called Fuku Bonsai that has a bunch of information on these shrimp and the other creatures that people like to keep with them, and I guess there's 2 snails that look almost identical, but one is a tidal line snail and the others are actually fully aquatic. So this guy is spending, I'd say, 80% of his time just where the water begins. It's actually the furthest he's gone up the flask. I don't know what his deal is. Anyway, yeah, again, I recommend going with the rounded tank or flask if you can, because it just gives a much nicer effect. I picked up all the stuff in here from shrimpmart.com. I believe it's a .com, it could be a .net. Either way, Google Shrimp Mart. Except for the shells, those things I threw in myself. I've got like an abalone shell back there and some other random seashells I've picked up in South Africa over the years. But yeah, for a low to zero maintenance tank, these are pretty sweet because they move around a lot, all things considered. They're always busy doing something. But yeah, and again, I'm still watching these mystery specs do their thing. I managed to catch a glimpse of one of the larger ones again, and yeah, they definitely have a noodle-like body, so I'm thinking like flatworm or something. But it could be cyclops, I don't know. It's impossible for me to say. They're too small, unfortunately. I wish I had a microscope, because then I'd totally pull one out and see if I could identify it. But hopefully someone on Reddit can help me. Anyway, have a good one.